Did you know that soursop leaves, or locally known as Guyabano leaves, have several health benefits? Yes, you just heard it right. Guyabano leaves are claimed to be a possible treatment for cancer because it can annihilate cancer cell growth, a treatment for uric acid, back pain, and antibacterial, analgesic, and a whole lot more. Now you may wonder why I'm talking about Guyabano leaves here. It's just simply because it is the main reason why we have come up with our venture. It all started in Korea. There's a large demand of Guyabano leaves. They manufacture it into tea, capsules, herbal medicines, and even added it on skincare and cosmetic products. But unfortunately, Guyabano trees don't grow well and healthy in Korean soil. Hence, there's a low supply and low quality of Guyabano leaves in Korea. They discovered that the Guyabano in the Philippines exhibits better characteristics and qualities. So, Korean businessmen ordered dried Guyabano leaves from Filipino dealers, and one of them is Mr. Ferdinand Casibang. But, can he be able to meet the demand of these Korean businessmen? And one more thing, the peak demand of these dried Guyabano leaves usually falls on rainy seasons of our country. And so far, the local method we have here in the Philippines is natural air drying. How will he be able to produce these orders of dried leaves if he relies on the conventional way? That usually, 100 kilograms of leaves would take a minimum of 3 days to dry. And the quality is not guaranteed. Mr. Ferdinand Casibang was looking for a solution. And yes, he just talked to the right people. And he just found the GuyDry. The GuyDry is a machine designed to ensure reliable, fast, and efficient drying. It is a compact, easy-to-use drying machine that comes with centrifugal and exhaust fans, air heaters, thermostat, and a control unit. It has a loading cart with hanging rods where the fresh leaves are hanged on to dry inside the chamber. A batch load of 100 kilograms of fresh leaves can be dried for 8 hours with a high yield of Class A quality of dried leaves. Compared to the conventional natural air drying that oftentimes uses direct sun's heat to dry, the drying process of the conventional method is greatly affected by weather conditions, and you have to hire and pay for a minimum of 3 laborers to do the drying. Hence, producing a large amount of dried Guyabano leaves in a short period of time is truly a challenge. GuyDry guarantees higher drying rate and yield of Class A leaves, less manpower requirement, and is independent on weather conditions. Therefore, meeting a high demand of dried leaves in a short period of time is no more a problem. One GuyDry machine will only cost 500,000 pesos. Along with the package is the unit, 2 loading carts, and a unit installation. But if you cannot buy and own a GuyDry unit today, don't worry. We can provide your drying needs at just 60 pesos per kilogram. It just saves you thinking about space rentals and manpower to operate a drying machine. Mr. Ferdinand Casibang found GuyDry a viable technology for drying, and he expressed interest in the drying service option. The market of profitability of our company on both business models, as a direct seller and as a drying service provider, shows positive earnings and can recoup the investment of at most 3 years. With direct selling, our gross profit margin is 27% and estimated profit is 1.3 million pesos. And as a drying service provider, our gross profit margin is 42% and our estimated profit is 1.9 million pesos. The GuyDry's technology's current status is still a small-scale prototype built in a laboratory environment from the prototype developed in TUP Taguig, and continuous research is being done to make it to a large-scale prototype tested in intended environment. The required investment of the venture is 4.4 million pesos, to cover 50% of it for product development, 9% for operational costs, and 41% for personnel salary. Now let me introduce to you the GuyDry team. Rexmel F. Dicapia Jr. is the connector, Roderick D. Ibanez is the maven, and Glizelda L. Uy is the team scrum master. For inquiries about our products and services, email us at guydryventure@gmail.com. The GuyDry venture is initiated through IE 298, an innovation and technopreneurship class, second semester of school year 2016-2017 under Dr. Luis Season, and is composed of ERDT graduate students from the University of the Philippines College of Engineering.